What's up, you guys? My name is Leslie Quintanilla, and this is my videos. I'm just gonna let y'all know about me. I never did a video. This is my first time. I just want to let y'all know, and I know that I don't. I usually watch videos here and there, and I was just gonna tell. I love scary stories. I love documentaries. And I'm just gonna tell you a scary story that I was terrified. This was, if y'all don't like ghosts, y'all tell me in the comments. But I don't like ghosts, and I believe in it. If y'all don't believe in it, it's whatever. But just gonna tell you here. Um, I was terrified. Well, I didn't believe it in the beginning because I thought it was in a movie. Like, I watched the Ghost Adventures and I didn't believe in that BS because I was like, you know what? It's not real. It's just them exaggerating. Like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? So I never believed in it. So me as a kid, my family members were so like religious, so it was like, no, I'm not gonna believe in this. But as I, start being a grown up and stuff, I I had my first apartment, and so what was crazy is that there was not a lot of stuff going on because it was a brand new building. Nothing was going on. It was really normal. And so this is the scary. It's traumatized me because I kid you not. You think I'm faking if I tell you this shit? It's up to the top scary because it gave me a living hell. So basically, I was living in a two room apartment. It was really beautiful. I loved it because it was brand new and I loved it. And I wasn't paying so much. I think I was like paying like 600 out of it, and it was including water. And so it was just like right there. So it was right by HEB. If you don't know HEB, it's like a grocery store. It was like right there. So I would walk to go get groceries and then come back. I don't have to drive or nothing. I lived in a small little town. So yeah, I'm from Texas. Okay. So y'all know the feeling. If y'all don't, you you'll notice it. But yeah, like I said, I was living with me and my oldest son, and he was like, I think like 4 years old. So then what really happened was when I was hanging out with these new friends, and we were hanging out, and it was the older man. He knows my dad as construction, so his name was, we called him Jojo. We called him Jojo. And then his wife, and then the two kids. They're like 13 to like 16, and then Bam Bam. Bam Bam was a basically his wife's kid. So I was like, okay, I already know everybody. We would do birthdays and so many parties. Doing our thing. Chilling. And so what was crazy is that I had a bad dream. I had a really bad dream. Like, it was, and I just moved over here. Like, I just moved to this new apartment, new environment. And it was not like, it was like a few months that I experienced it because it was getting weird to the point where I felt like someone was watching me. And um I didn't know it because I was like, it's just me thinking of something. It's my illusion. No. So what really happened was that when I was having these dreams, I started realizing that in my dreams it was the same thing. And so nothing happened at night. But until this night, I think it was like the fifth night that happened. It was basically this. cross, and I was watching it. I was looking at this cross that was right there, and it was burning. I was like, why is this cross burning? And then I see is that my ex was like burning it, and I was like screaming and scared as hell. And I was like, is my ex just putting some shit on me? I don't know. And then like he got stabbed in my dream. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you now. This is some messed up stuff. So if I tell you this, please, if y'all don't like to hear this, then y'all can get off. But it's not like that scary, but it's this scary. Um, so what happened was when that happened, I opened my eyes and my lights were off. You know, I don't leave my lights on. Sometimes I do because I'm just lazy. But what happened was I had a vanity, and they have like those small chairs that go in the bottom. Well, my vanity was shaking, like not the vanity itself, but the chair. And the chair was, shaking so hard. But when I woke up, I kid you not, I saw it stop shaking, and I went in the middle of the bed. I was scared. It was to the point where I stayed up all night, and I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't like it. I didn't like the feeling. Like I got goosebumps. Oh, I shaved. I kid you, I forgot I shaved. Oh, I got goosebumps right now because like I said, it's just crazy because I didn't know this was going on. And so I get a phone call, and I was like, well, who's calling me? It was JoJo, and he's like, hey, there's some crazy shit going on over here. I was like, what's going on? And so I go over there, right? And we're sitting on the couch talking, right? And when I see something like go by, I was not thinking of it because I thought it was one of the girls. No, we're all sitting in the couch, so we're like scared as hell. So I told her, is like, I told them to like, hey, I'm sorry, I need to turn this down. They love messaging me. But anyways, what really happened was, um, I went home. I went home because I was like, I gotta get some rest. I got work tomorrow. So I went to bed and I went home, like not thinking of it. I put my son with me because I was so terrified. It was not even funny. And so what happened was that I wasn't really thinking of it, and my lights in the bathroom goes on and off constantly. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna go over there, and scared the shit out of me. And so I go towards it and I turn it off, right? So it didn't turn on again. And then the next day after, I go to work, and then I come back home. I was really tired, so I sit on the couch. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on the couch. And I thought I left my the trash right next to the kitchen, because like there was like an entranceway, and then there's like a like what's it called, like a little window thingy that's has on the wall so you can see over it. Well, I kid you not, that where that window was thingy was at, I felt there was a black figure, and I was like, what the fuck? So I look, and there's nothing there. I'm like, okay, it's just my mind is thinking this stuff, so I'm just gonna ignore it. And so what happened was that, well, I went to my room, and so me and my oldest, we were just watching cartoons, watching a movie. I think we were watching Transformers. I think it was the first one. And I started seeing this hand come out, like going through and then going out. I was like, what the fuck is in my apartment? So I run through it because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna beat the hell out of this person. Sorry, excuse my language. But I got mad. I was like really mad about that, because I was like, who is at my house? And I go look, and nobody's there. Nobody's there. My doors are locked. My latch is, locked up. And then I get a phone call. And he's like, hey, can you come over again? So I went over there, went to go see JoJo, went to go see what's going on. Then what happened was there was a lot going on. We started praying because we were crying, because we were looking at every house. We're looking in every room because there was a lot going on. Because um I kid you not, when we went to the room and everything, we went to the main room, the bigger room. It was the parents' room, and we went to look in there, and the blanket. This is a thick blanket. That, you know, those thick, comfortable, soft blankets. Well, that moved, and we're like, okay, let's see what's connected to it. Cause I was just looking at it on Google, see what's connected to it, what you could do, and so I looked everywhere, and we thought it was because her grandmother passed away, so we thought it was her stuff. So we kept on, we basically kept that on the side. And I don't know anything about blessing a house, but I looked at everything, try to look at the Bible, see some scriptures and everything. And what happened was, we went to the girls' room. They were screaming because I kid you not, they said that they saw somebody with a white dress, and they had um, no eyes. It was all white. It was all not white, but all clear, and they had a figure of the face with a white dress. And I was like, okay, let's see what's going on, because I am freaking the fuck out. Because I'm freaking out. And when we were like, let's look at Bam Bam's room, because we already went to every room. We really don't know what's going on, because we are terrified. We think it's connected to everything. Because, like I said, I barely had furniture in my room, in my house. And I mean, I had some stuff, but I mean, not everything. Because, you know, if you know how everything starts getting a new apartment, you know how that is. Um, and so like I said, I didn't have anything in there, so I know that there was no bad vibes or anything like that. But when I was at my house, you know, I was like, something's connected from over there, because I've been constantly going over there here and there when they needed anything, or we were chilling or chillaxing, you know, doing a thing, you know. So um I noticed that there was Bam Bam's room. So we went there. We didn't want to go in there to, like, you know, be in his, you know, room, but he was gone. So I was like, you know what? We have a chance to go in there. So we went in there. We were looking everywhere. You know what? We were looking at drawers, looking everywhere, and we moved the bed. We moved the bottom of the bed, and we see this hole through the, you know, the bottom of the bed thing, the frame, and it was a hole. So we were hearing like rattling. I was like, what's that rattle? So we took our hand in there and we looked in there. It was oils. You know those Yu-Gi-Oh cards? It was scratched up, and it was like these cards, these type of cards that he basically scratched up the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and scratched it and did his own little design thing. And I realized I had one in my pocket, one of those designs. I don't know what it was, and I had one in my pocket. I was like, why did I have? And I know I threw it away, because I threw it away, and I was like, okay, it's just, you know, I thought it was just like a receipt or something, you know. So I wasn't realizing that this thing was in my, and that's why it got connected to me. And we see this picture of this, you know how you get these funeral, um, the basically the pamphlet of the funeral and who it is, and we see his grandmother. He's like, that's my mother, and her wife says that, and I was like, I seen her in my dreams. I seen her in my dreams. I kid you not. This scared me. My face was white. My whole skin was going up. My whole body was, I was terrified for my life. And so he had these oils and stuff, and I didn't know what they were or how he did it, but he was trying to summon his mother's spirit, or I mean grandmother's spirit, and try to see if she would come back and stuff. And he was going through a lot because they kicked them out. He's literally, I think, like 23, and he got kicked out. But at the same time, like, we didn't know how to get rid of it. We didn't know how to, deal with this. And I was like, I want this out of my house because I don't know what to do. So I left. I moved, and I still have this feeling of that is attached to me. I don't know. You guys can message me on my comments to let me know how to. But sometimes I get like these vibes. I get these bad my you know I get these bad vibes where I mean it's calm. It's like calm and collected, but I feel like that someone's there. Like I do have I got a German Shepherd. He's like 5 months, but he's been barking at night, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be chillax. So he does it here and there, but not always. I know I've been feeling some type of way, and but like I said, I moved and we blessed their house. We just went all around, putting water and crossing it on the windows and the mirrors, and we started reading the Bibles, and then we started praying, and then we got the priest to do this because I'm not experienced of it, and that was my experience. Oh yeah. So once we were blessing the house and everything, I left my kid to go eat in the inside because they said it was blessed. The pastor said it was blessed, and so we're talking and chit chatting, and I see my kid staring at something and start going to the clear door. There's two doors, and he started doing this, and then he started screaming, and I was like, I ran. The pastor ran. He's like, and I took my kid to the car because I mean I was terrified. I don't want nothing to happen to my kid, so I was scared to death, and that's how it was my first experiencing with I think, ghost or demon. But y'all let me know what's your stories, and send me a comment about your story. I'll text y'all back about how y'all are and how did y'all cope with it. I know I left, and I know that people will say like you're not supposed to leave, you're supposed to like say your byes or something. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the story. I know it was too long, and if I'm boring, I'm boring. I really don't care if y'all hate me or anything, but like and subscribe and let me know if y'all like the story. Okay, bye.